Hi, this is a short intro for the MCRPG that Rsmalec has come up with. It's temporarily named MCRPG. It's an attempt to bridge tabletop role-playing with 3D visualization of the story through Minecraft.
There's nothing in the chests down there?
Well, I don't know. You're up on top, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
there is nothing in there. But
The
I see
content.
something beyond this.
Yeah, whatever content there. Pretend those chests are like kind of on their side and like open, and some of them are sitting there with the lid open. Somebody's taken anything of value out of them.
Yeah, there's another door in here.
Can you open it?
There's a button here.
I keep God up here. You don't worry. I keep God up here.
The door, when you press the button, the door makes a sort of electronic sound, but stops and is only partially open, like open a crack.
Ow.
You have to force it open farther. Whatever power is not fully on.
So it seems to at least have opened from the closing mechanism, but we might have to force it. So I guess I'll just push on it and see if that does anything. Sort of awkward from this range.
Yeah, you can no, it moves a little bit, meaning that it can be moved, but you're not strong enough to.
Do I need to make another lever?
I just throw one down, so just pick it up.
Did you lock us in here, Dimitri?
I'm just keeping God. I'm not doing anything.
Guarding us?
Guarding, well, I don't
Got
know.
it.
We
Now
are not
down here.
safe in this world, whatever it is. Not even in the villages, so...
Can you open the boxes from where you are?
No.
And hey, down
I
here with
like
me.
that. I like that Damien crafted some ladders and fixed them, and he's kind of the creative character. Okay, so you guys can squeeze through this hole. If you want, you can just break the block next to the lever so you can jump through, or I can do it either way. Yep, perfect. So, but your characters are like, crawling through the door sideways if you want to enter the other room. And as soon as you do get the door open,
Stuck in it now. Because the trapdoor will stop us.
by the way, as soon as you do get the door open, there is a bloody stink from that room, from the other room, and there is a lot of blood on the ground.
I found a log in this chest here.
Obviously, this is the cockpit of this ship on its side.
Computer printout. Upon entering airspace of chunk 13814, an unidentified life form was detected. This life form resembles a three-headed black snake who is firing some form of explosive projectile. You're taking heavy damage. Captain Baker Bell has taken evasive maneuvers. Jigarbov is firing back, and it has engaged some kind of shield. Is this power armor? Dr. Comster refuses to strap in and is scanning it. We're going to... Ink is garbled after this point.
There's a button there.
Well, those are the people who were set up that village, and we've been reading about.
So
So this is
are they connected
how they got
to
here.
the Red Star? Are
They
they
could
connected to
be.
the Red Star, or have the Red Star bandits come in and taken everything?
Well, this door was closed, and it looked like whoever ransacked those other chests probably didn't get to this one because they didn't take this log.
Let me pause just a second. Did Dimitri come down here?
Yes, I wanted to
Okay.
see where they went,
So-
because last time they just disappeared.
So once you do, Fellonius, Dimitri sees the symbol of the Red Star Brigade.
Yes, it looks
It
like
does.
an old stamp that I once had.
Yep. And as far as you know, the Red Star Brigade
It's worthless.
has a long and honored history of defending the land, and so that's the first comforting sight you've seen since you.
Yeah, but
woke
that
up.
was the communists, and I don't bother with them. I don't like their stamps either. You know what I'm talking about, right? Right? No? You don't?
I don't know what a
No.
communist is.
Holy crap. How am I going to talk to you guys? You don't know half of what I'm talking about. And I don't know anything of what you're doing.
I don't understand any of this stuff. What did you do?
All right, so there's like a bunch of levers and buttons near the front of the cockpit. There's a bunch of letters that you recognize on buttons, basically a keyboard of some kind. But clearly, based on the rock spike that's protruding through the shattered windshield and probably pierced somebody like a leaf in the wind.
Oh no.
Basically, yeah, the ship crashed. Baker Bell, the pilot, appears to have been killed on impact, and yeah, it doesn't look like anything is working. Like touching buttons doesn't do anything. I think the only thing that kind of looks like is still intact is this back section where the fuel rod is, and Kovolta can maybe roll to try to study it a bit and figure out if he can make any sense of what's happening. Okay.
Quertio best of sugar excellent. What's the sign say?
If you say so.
That sounds
That's
like
not
Romanian
QWERTY
or something.
So clearly the fuel to you, Damien, the fuel rod. What you don't know, it's a fuel rod, but clearly it's like resembles a blaze rod, and appears to be like in the device. It can be moved around. It can probably be taken out and put back in. And clearly there's a spot missing for another one. Now, Cedar, roll, I'll say a perception check or a wisdom check. Okay.
Well,
Just
I mean, alien territories, basically, so...
yeah,
But-
just as clever as I.
So, nothing at all looks familiar in here. Except
Nope.
that you don't like
More than half your rolls tonight have been critical failures.
Oh, no.
you don't like being near the Red Star banner because, as you said, they did kill your parents.
Bloody communists.
Yes, they killed my parents.
So,
Ooh,
not specifically what you do, but what are your characters? What do you guys think they would do next
I
in
think
general?
we need to get another blaze rod for this mechanism here and see what it does.
I don't know. I don't.
You're
I'm
like
not very comfortable with powering up this evil Red Star machine.
Yeah, me either.
But it's so intriguing.
yeah, you're more and more certain that you want to do that and that it will work. Damien is. The rest of you can be skeptical, no problem.
I'm staying skeptical. I'm not touching anything to do with that red star.
I totally agree with you, miss.
Maybe we can go back to that black structure we found over there and find something useful.
Well,
Well, we'll have to
didn't
get
you...
materials to be able to complete that.
Yeah, didn't you use that to get to another world of something? That
yeah,
black stuff.
I think you guys would be familiar with the concept of another portal.
Yeah, we might not even have used it, but we have heard of it because that's pretty
Yeah.
normal, right?
Yep. Yep.
So where can we find some more lava?
Down.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you guys are all in agreement to try and get some obsidian and go relight the portal, I can warp us back over there. And
Idovi, do you still have diamonds?
I have a diamond pick.
Is there any obsidian up here that's charred?
It looks like
Or is there coal?
all coal blocks. I haven't seen any obsidian.
That's
One right here.
fine.
Oh yeah.
I just made it.
oh, I was like, where?
So we need to find lava.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you actually go through the motions of doing that. We'll do a fast forward back over to the portal, and let you guys.
Unexpected challenge.
So I'm gonna do. Oh wait, you all have your boots on, right? Except Fellonius. 0, 1. Okay. Hopefully no one dies. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and let I guess Damien would probably be the one to make the, I would guess, since he's the blacksmith construction-y dude. Luckily you only need 2 pieces.
Yeah, someone has making plans.
Yep. Now, just out of character, I'll just remind you guys that in the first journal you found, I think it was, there was a mention of taking a fuel rod out of the ship and sacrificing it or something like that.
Oh.
But, I mean, Cedar does not remember that.
She doesn't.
Her
She's actually
critical
looking
role.
in the diary again.
Does not remember that at all. Oh, and even if she reads it now, doesn't realize what it means. But just reminding viewers. All right, so you should be in creative if you want to just make a piece. And...
You're recording as well, Ron?
Yes,
Yes.
trying.
That's how it looks. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh.
All right, now don't expect too much in the Nether. I didn't actually
Oh.
build anything.
Are we getting in there? I didn't know
Well,
that.
you don't have to. I assumed you guys would want to, but you know.
They just disappeared as usual.
So as you come into this hellish landscape that I'm not going to describe in detail because you guys have been here a million times,
Yes, and died as just as many.
you immediately see strange zombified pigmen with golden swords. All the fairy tales, the nightmares that your parents told you about when you were growing up, appear they're rooted in some sort of reality, at least in this world.
Do we see any living blaze rods?
And you don't see a blaze rod just like living.
I don't
but-
know how they work. I'm just a simple postman.
So,
Don't fall.
Oops. Did it again.
so it will take. So you guys have heard of blaze rods. You guys have heard of the Nether, and supposedly there are fortresses where creatures live that have blaze rods. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward, and here you will have to explore on your own to try and find another fortress. So it's gonna take your guys a couple. Well, time
Of
doesn't
days.
flow the same here. Yes, right. So after, so okay, what I was gonna have you guys do is fight your way through the fortress. But we're gonna kind of fast forward through that and only have you do a fight at the blaze spawner if you find one. So I'm actually gonna
You
just.
can see some from here.
Oh, can you?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys over here. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys walk through here to try and find where a blaze spawner is. Oh, I forgot it was right here.
Hello.
Okay, so once you guys are in where you want to start the combat, then we'll roll initiative. We'll say that you don't get their attention. This is interesting because I turned mob spawning off. Game rule, do mob spawning off. And I need to sponge because they are going to keep spawning. So let's stop that. There's 3 of them. Perfect. Okay. So we can start initiative now. Okay, actually, I will let you guys decide. So you've been searching the Nether for like a day or two, and you have finally found a fortress, and luckily you see blazes within sight of where you find the fortress. Oh, looks like there's actually blazes down this way too. Cool.
Mhm.
So what do you guys want to do in general? You want to rush in? Do you want to start combat, or I mean, you guys can discuss how you want to approach this. Is what
Well, rushing into the middle of a bunch of blazes does not sound like a good idea. We could have Cedar shoot him and sort of wait in ambush around a corner.
And
Isn't that what you
stand behind
usually
her.
do? You shoot them with the bow. At least that's what
I
I've
don't know.
heard.
I haven't fought them before, but
No,
it
not
seems
me
like a good
either.
approach to something that's a creature of fire. I don't
Whatever we
really
do,
want to-
if Cedar's shooting her bow, we stand.
Way,
Yep.
way back. Nobody
Way
dropped
back.
at all.
Yes, we put her somewhere safe from us.
and by the way, your health, I'm leaving it where it is, and we'll say that as you guys kind of made your way through the Nether, you did encounter some of those tall black skeleton thingies, and that's why your health is what it is when you get to this point.
Okay.
Where did I go?
Okay, so you want to have her just try to snipe them from there?
Does she want
Yeah.
to snipe them from here?
Yep. I'll
Yeah,
take a
I
shot.
didn't really consider that you could do that without ever really entering combat, so I guess just go ahead and roll.
Cannot place block outside of the world.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't roll in the Nether.
Oh, so I thought the spawn chunks would always be loaded.
Should.
They're in the spawn chunk. All right, interesting. In that case,
I got a dice here. I can roll that. A real one.
Yeah, but is it D9?
No, it's a D10, but I just add +1. Or sorry, -1. I roll a 6. You hit. I always roll a 6 or 7 or 8.
I
Okay,
thought I'd D9
those-
somewhere. I just can't remember where my Dungeons and Dragons stuff is.
well, I don't think you're gonna. I don't think there is. In real life, I don't know if. I'm sure somebody made one, but. All right. Well, so we can just talk this out. If you're gonna end up sniping them from far away. Oh, actually, you know what though? You do that, you are able to kill one of them, but
Maybe.
actually, the more of them will keep spawning.